I want to thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video. This is our monthly market report. We're midway through November and we're going to take a look at the stats that came out for October. And it's interesting. If you take a look at the number of sales that were recorded across the region in October, 947 sales were recorded. Now that's down a little bit from September. September showed 981. It's down again from August, which showed 1,003, and it's down even more from July at the height when it showed 1,047. So July was 1,047, August was 1,003, September was 981, and October was 947. So a gradual decline in volume of sales. And that's to be expected, because we move into the winter months and the market, because of the climate, because of the time of year, automatically slows down. And we know it's going to slow down remarkably again next month into December with the Christmas and the holidays and so on, slow to the middle of January and then pick up again. What is surprising is the deceleration is so gradual. If we take a look at each of those months, July, August, September, and October, and we compare 2019 to 2020 and take a look at the relative comparison, it's really interesting. In July, 1,047 sales in 2020 compared to 772 sales in 2019. That means 2020 was up over 2019 by 35.62%. If we look at August with 1,003 sales, down a little bit from July, but last year it was 747, down from 772. So year over year change was actually up 34.45%. Moving on to September with 981 sales compared to last year's 616 sales, we're actually up by 59.25% comparing the same month year over year. And moving into October, 947 compared to 664, we're up 42.62% year over year. So we can see that the market is decelerating somewhat, but it's amazing how strong the market continues to be. Not only is it up anywhere between 34 and 60% compared to the same month last year, but it's up in record territory for this month compared to any month in the past. Any corresponding month in the past. If you compare August or September or October 2020 to 19, 18, 17, 16, you'll find that we're in the stratosphere compared to previous years. In fact, and we did this last month, it bears repeating, you can see it most clearly if you take a look at the graph. And on the graph, you'll see the sales are plotted for 2020 in green, 2019 is black, and 2018 is red. And on all of them, you'll see it fall right off in December. But take a look at how gradual the drop off is in 2020 compared to 18 and 19. We're just maintaining solid strength in the marketplace. And the same thing I might add is true when we look at prices. Prices are maintaining and continuing to go up. Very, very strong price year over year. In fact, across the region, in October, in 2020, the average residential sale price was $576,711. This compares to October 2019 when it was $475,935. That's a difference of $100,776 or 21.17%. Think about that. Year over year across the region, it's up over 20%, 21.17%, at a time when the cost of living hasn't quite gone up 2%. Remarkable how strong the market is, both in sales activity and in price. There's a number of reasons for this. We're seeing this because interest rates are so low that anybody putting their money in GICs or in the bank and in a bank account is getting next to nothing back in the way of return. They're looking for an opportunity to get maximum return on their money. At the same time, they're looking at the price gains year over year for the last 3, 4, 5 years, and they're saying, wow, it makes a lot of sense to be in real estate. Whether you're a first-time buyer, a move-up buyer, a move-down or change buyer, whether you're an investor, whether you're a renovator, or whether you're a speculator, they're all getting into the marketplace and wanting to take advantage of this ride. And in fact, think about it in terms of somebody who's looking to renovate and sell at a profit. If you buy a property for $500,000 and in 1 year the market goes up 15 to 20%, that's could as much as $100,000 you've gained without doing anything. So if you overspend on some of your repairs and renovation, you're still going to come out ahead because you're riding the crest of a growing market. And so the investors and the speculators and the renovators, as well as the home buyers, are all very active in the marketplace. And what can we expect? We're going to say whether moving into December, and we'll look at it next month, but moving into December, we're going to see the market slow a little bit. Of course, because of Christmas and New Year's and all of the distractions from the real estate market and the slowdown that's tied in with it. But moving into next year, I heard a report coming out of the U.S. recently where they're forecasting, economists are forecasting that for the next 5 years, interest rates are going to be record low. You can get a mortgage between 1.5% and 2%, especially if it's an insured mortgage down around the 1.5%. It's really, really inexpensive money. So you can afford to buy, and people are doing exactly that. And we don't see any change moving into 2021. We expect to see this momentum pick up again where it left off mid-January, let's say, and we're going to see another frantic ride into the spring market of 2021. And so whether you're a seller looking to sell and capitalize on the appreciation your property's experienced, whether you're a buyer looking at getting into the market and taking advantage of the appreciating marketplace, whether you're an investor wanting to refinance and realize some of the money in your property so you can buy another property, it's a wonderful time to do it, but you'll really want to make use of an experienced and a capable and a competent realtor working on your side, and we'd be happy to help you with that if we can. Thank you very much for taking time to watch this video, and we'll look forward to talking to you again next month on our market report.